Well, welcome to the Road to Garage. And today we are looking at on the back of the King Toad. This would be, I guess, I was calling it a bonnet, but it's really a bustle on the King Toad. And what we've done in the past is like a trunk lid type. I think the last one, the one my dad was making this car after the last one he had, it had a bustle on it and Vicky style, and it had a spare tire on it. Spare tire, taillights, and he was always trying to have more room in the car, and that's Model A's, coupes, always had kind of a back to them, so this helps. Like if a sedan, Model A sedans, you have that length that you can get out of it. Well, this is kind of the best of both worlds. Like coming back with the bustle, you get the tires and stuff are back a little bit farther in the cab. Still kind of tight, but a lot more room in some of them. So what I'm doing, rather than having an individual separate trunk lid, is we're going to do a reverse trunk lid. However, in order to gain more room and to have the tank and the battery in here and have access to it or to work on it, what I'm doing is actually going to make this whole back bustle open, pop open like a case. I don't know, like a suitcase, I guess, in some sense. Instead of a deck lid popping up like this, which would be cut out in the center, I'm going to make this whole back bustle pop out. And so, like if I want to put gas in it or get gas in the gas station, which will be quite frequent, I think, this will open up 12 inches or so with a gas rod or whatever. You'll unlatch and pop out here. I could also mess with the battery or what have you. So I think it's going to make it easier to work on. So what I'm doing now is basically like making a trunk lid. I got two straps here that are going to go down. And I just got this one here. This is what I'm working on now for this other side. And it's going to go right here like this. But I got to put a notch in it like I did that one. Now, some things will look symmetric, but they aren't. I'm going off of what this car was built and what it was built for and when it was built. And I'm gonna have to do some adapting. But anyway, This is going to come around here. So these two pieces will go on here like this. Then I'll make a bottom bow. That'll go around here. And then I also have to fix this back piece. This has got a whoop-de-doo in her, which will have to be straightened out. So then there'll be a piece that comes around here, around the back. So then that gives me the spots to then attach my skin to. Because then the bonnet, or bustle, sorry, the bustle will come around. I get stretched across that skin, or bows. Like this. Just like that. It's a piece of cake. That's all I got to do. It's really off too. Where's my tape measure at? Here you go. 21 3/4. 22 3/4. Okay. I thought it was off. I mean, sometimes when you look at it, it's like, well, that's symmetric. This is my center marks. Here. So, just a little off. So I'll go cut the, I gotta cut the end down on this. Cha-cha-cha. I still need to make a more. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cheap too. How you want to do it? That's close. Right here. 25 by 8. Maybe I'll put them. You get the well that way. I think that's my spot. So you want this right here. You can do a reference mark right there. This might change on this one if I slide it up there. That will mark it here now. All right. So the next thing is I will take a piece of 1/2 inch and make a bottom bow here. How much do I need here? Can I do it in one piece? That will be the trick. That'll be the trick. Probably not going to be one piece. Nope. Wishful thinking. I think I do have some things I got to clean up here, though. Got a weld here I didn't like. Right there. Right there. And that corner. Both look kind of wonky. Alright, well, I'll probably give this a break for now. Yeah, we'll take a break here and I'll cut some pieces and have some coffee and get some stuff lined up and get back to you. Remember what I say, don't do what I do. You go out there and do you. Have fun in the garage. And God bless and tote out. Okay. Another day in the life of the Road Tote Garage. So what you kind of missed here this morning is just me cutting and bending and running over stuff. Well, I don't know if I explained in my other video enough, or if you caught it, or whatever. We ran into a hiccup. I needed a battery spot. Basic, and I think it was also an issue that when Dad was trying to put the car together, the pieces together, the stuff he had on hand or got cheap was he had a plastic tank. In fact, I can grab it. It's right here. Plastic tank. I would have went in here like this. Even had some straps and stuff like that, which I don't know what, but it pretty much fills the whole back of this car up, which would be fine if I had a spot for the battery. Now, the inside of the cab, because of the roll bars, also that there is a couple spots. I just don't like having batteries, car batteries, behind my head. I was actually in auto mechanics school when I was a kid, and a guy was charging, and we were in the bays, and the guy was charging a battery, and another fella stepped over the charging cord, and it sparked and blew the battery up. Because when you're charging batteries, lead acid batteries, they emit hydrogen gas. Now, it's usually not thick or in a high concentration, so most of the time, nothing happens when they spark. But there are certain cases that there's enough there, enough in the battery, that they explode, so I don't really care to have them around my head. So, we've decided to make our own tank, which we've done. And then the tank and stuff is filling up the area, and if we put the battery back here, you got to have access to it. Well, we can put a lid in it. Well, that's fine, but if you have a lid or going through here, well, the battery has to be to one end, tank to the other end, and that's going to be a problem. And then if you ever need to pull the tank or just get the battery out, are you going to have enough room to get by the lid to get the battery past the tank? No. So what I have decided, which I thought was a better solution of getting around both of them, is rather than a center lid, I'm going to make the whole bustle pull away and give me access to the whole back. This is pretty strong here. This is a pretty strong spot here. If I want more strength through here, I could put some more steel or another piece of plate or small tube through here and then connect to a cross member to add more strength to it if I feel it's necessary. I don't really think it is. Really, the only thing we're going to be supporting out here is the back of the frame for the bustle itself. Wheel wells, some fender weight. Other than that, that's about it. So I found a pair of old hinges that I had saved from junk car, junk truck, junk whatever. And I've cut them down to fit. Here, there. Because this part rides up. It's this part that's going down. Yeah. Even at where we're at, it's enough to put gas in it, but we want it to
Yeah, that's
come out as far as we want. We'll have to, when we start putting the skin and stuff and how to help lock that down. What it is, because I was prying against that side, we tweaked it a little bit. So, okay. Great.
how do you know which red mark to follow? You got too many there. You want a different color?
Um,
I think we got blue.
okay. Blue or white, probably do it.
I don't see white, so. spot than all the red ones. So
yeah,
what'd you do?
I went a little more. See, I went a lot more.
Yeah, you did.
Should I be that greedy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You're losing your stability in the corners.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no binding on this side. There's no binding on this side.
Here's this.
That, just that.
Here's this light right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
that's one hurdle. Otherwise, because when, you know, once you get it set, you don't want to be changing it again. If you take it out there, then you got to adjust it again back. It's just a big pain in the butt when you finally get it to. There'll be a half a dozen other times you have to do it anyway, but anyway, it's nice that it just clears. Now, we'll leave it. Should I leave this in? Yes.
This is what you're not going to get the screwdriver.
You're right. You're right. You mean to unlatch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can cross that bridge right here. I need a drill bit, slightly bigger, go over in the drill bit box, or a longer, bigger one, and I'll see if I can't poke a hole up through here. Through this. Using the tape right now, so I don't have to super on it. Take it at least hard. So I can take it back there. I don't need to go in much. Tell you what, I got at least 2 saw marks on my legs. Grab me the tube of anti-seize, would you?
Okay.
I want to put a dab on the bolts. I'll give it to you. You should go in through your face. Try to grab that one.
Yes. Whoa.
Good job. Good job. What do you think?
It's awesome.
I think so. Yeah, I was gonna look at that cat too. Or should say cat hole.
Want me to turn the motor off?
Yeah, you can turn that water off. What did I do with my flashlight? That deck. Fits nice, right? It's
It does? Got it.
I need to see if it's all the way. It is all the way to the lip. I wonder. I could flat. Well, maybe it is a boat. It's a boat cat. I know that'll clear.
That's nice.
I know that'll clear.
That's nice.
Been cheated in a little bit too. This fitment's all secondary right now. Because that'll slowly. One, you know, if it was perfect, it would surely tweak itself, and then it'd be fixing it anyway. So when it finally comes down to the final fitment, don't worry about the tweaking then. Right now, it's close enough. We're in the ballpark. It's got the right shape for it. This line's coming out nice. The hump is coming good. And like I said, tomorrow I'll do a bar. And we'll go in here and catch this latch. Take one of these half-inch bars. Gotta take 10 pounds